What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of e.l.f's Cake. Today we are going to be doing this very fun look from Doctor Strange. This is my Kaecillius recreation, and I'm going to be using a lot of things, so this is going to be a bit of a long tutorial. So without further ado, we're going to get started. I'm going to start off by first priming my skin with my Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer, and I just put that all over my face. Then we're going to go with my BH Cosmetics Camouflage Concealer. And I will also be mixing it with a little bit of my Tarte Maracuja Oil. Just a drop to make it a little bit easier to use. Now for this step, I just used it to cover my eyebrows. If you want it to be fully covered, I highly suggest using a wax or even a glue stick to kind of glue them back and then apply the concealer if you want to completely cover them. But I just wanted to lighten them up a bit. Now to set the concealer, I just used a little bit of this e.l.f. Cosmetics Mineral Foundation in Warm. Once again, this is not to cover up the brows, this is just to lighten them so I can easily draw on them. Moving on to the fun stuff. Now for my NYX Cosmetics Slim Eye Pencil in black, I will be coloring in my eyes. We are going to be doing more of a traditional smoky eye. And then looking at a picture of my sexy man, Mads Mikkelsen as Kaecillius, I will be following exactly how his eye looks. And it's all in the details, ladies and gentlemen, all in the details for this particular look. So I start off by coloring in my eyes, and then I start branching out to those little sad cracks on the eyes. Work slowly if you want to. Like I said, attention's all in the details. Then I start doing a little bit of that spider webbing look on the eyes to make it look like my face is cracking from too much dark arts. And here is my outline. It doesn't have to be neat or precise. This is just the outline I'm going to be using, and then we're going to cover it up. Now for my water-based colors, these are from Wolfe FX. I'm using my Hydrocolors. I'm going to be using black, red, white, and blue later on. Now I'm taking the red and I'm just applying it in the areas where I see red in the eyes. I'm just putting it in random areas just to give this look a little bit more depth. Now the paint does dry down a little duller than I expected, so I will be going over the red later on. Now with the black, I'm going to go and cover up the areas I didn't cover up with the NYX eyeliner, and I'm just going to cover up underneath the eyes. Now with my BH Cosmetics First Edition 120 eyeshadow palette, that is a very big mouthful, I'm going to be using a little bit of these brown colors just to add a little bit more depth into the cracks. Now with that same Hydrocolor palette from Wolfe FX, I will be using the black, and I'm going to go over that outline that I created with the NYX liner. This allows me to make the lines a little bit more sharp and to customize how thin or how thick I want the cracks on my face to be. Take your time for this look. It is a very intricate look, so I do not expect you to rush this part. Now while I'm going over the eyeliner, I'm also selecting some cracks where I want to fill in with the black. This just gives the look like our skin is basically cracking off the face. Kind of like one of those freaky porcelain ass dolls that you see. And I placed them randomly on the face, just in areas where I thought it would look really nice. Try not to fill in too many of the gaps though, because then it will look like you have a giant hole in the face. Now with the white Hydrocolor from Wolfe FX, I'm just gonna go and outline a little bit of the lines to make this look pop even more. I'm just selecting areas where I want the lines to really pop. And I'm also lining it on the red areas. I'm also adding a little bit of blue in the black areas to give it a little bit more dimension. I'm also going over the red one more time because I didn't like how dull it looked. Then I'm taking a red eyeshadow and just going over the red to make it pop a little more. Now for more details, I will be using the contour kit to contour my cheekbones, my nose, and my forehead. Then I blend that in. Afterwards, I take a detailing brush and I once again go over some of the lines. This gives the appearance of some skin being higher than others. It gives a nicer crack, I guess a cracked look. I don't know, I just like it. It just gives it more of a dynamic feeling. Now for the hard part, we will be drawing in that dark dimension mark, I guess, on our forehead. So I slowly start by creating a little bit of half moon circles on my forehead and then extending that down. Then I create another half moon, kind of like Sailor Moon if you guys have seen it. And I draw it at the center, kind of like a chalice. I don't know how to describe this part. This is really tedious for me. Then I take a little bit of the brown contour just to darken the mark a little bit. Try not to mess up like I did. Now for lips, I will be mixing two colors. This is my OCC Cosmetics Lip Tarte in Sebastian. And my Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in Femme. And I just apply that one to the outer corners to ombre the look a little bit. Alright, I think I'm satisfied with the face for now, so I will be moving on to body art. I didn't have a costume for this, so I just decided to do the body paint for this look. I'm using, once again, the Hydrocolor from the Wolfe FX palette, the yellow one now. And I am just painting the areas I want to paint for my Kaecillius costume. I'm now mixing the black and white to create that gray look, and I am creating the fabric. And now I'm taking the white to create that white collar on the costume. Then I start detailing the look. So I'm gonna go back with the gray and start doing the details for this particular costume. I also use the contour, that same BH Cosmetics contour, and I start shading in the costume to make it look a little bit more comic booky, I guess. At this point, I wasn't aiming for realistic. I was aiming more for comic-like feel. I cannot stress enough for this look, it is all attention to detail. The more details you add, the better your look's gonna be. Now with that same black eyeliner from NYX, I'm gonna go and outline the costume. Sorry, I know this part's a little difficult to see. I'm also using a brush to kind of smudge in some shadow. I'm adding in a little bit of folds onto the costume to give it more of a comic book feel. This is a very tiresome process. And I eventually gave up on the arms. Sorry, guys. Now I'm adding the white to highlight some areas. I try to highlight the high points of where where I feel the light would hit on an actual costume. And there we have it. My Kaecillius look. You will have to forgive my finger tutting. It's abysmal. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this look, definitely give me a like and subscribe below and share with all your friends and family or whoever would be interested. If you have any ideas for another look you would like me to do, definitely leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye! I can't do it. Oh my god, my fingers. Okay, one more time. I may have fucked that up. I can't do it.